2, 1. Right, get into lesson now. Come on.
You're late.
You're late. Sit down, get your pens out, stop flirting with the boy that's outside of you. Fingers on lips.
Wow.
Yeah, I would have been a good teacher.
You'd have been a bitch of a teacher.
Yeah, I would have. I'd absolutely loved it as well. Anyway.
I'd have been the cool teacher. Come on.
Come on, Gary, with you being fag corner.
Right, save me one then. Welcome back to What the Pluck Beauty School.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's just set the record straight. This is your first lesson, and we are not going to have any beauty school dropouts.
No, not one. You're not going to fail this. You're not going to fail this. We're in this together. We're going to work through it together, and you are not going to fail or drop out.
Nope.
Do you hear me?
So, for our first topic in the What the Pluck Beauty School, we are talking all about bookkeeping basics. Because did you know? We've got facts.
If I didn't know, I think you're going to tell me.
We've got facts. Did you know that 82% of small businesses fail because of cash flow issues? And that's a true fact.
That is a massive, because Google told it us. That is a massive, I'm only kidding. That's a massive percentage. 82% of businesses and salons and people fail from not having their books in order and not having that cash flow keeping going.
And we're going to make sure it don't happen to you guys.
Absolutely.
Because who wants that? Who's got time for that in 2025?
Exactly.
We haven't. We're
You
not
haven't
coming in
put
with
all
that
of
energy.
You haven't done all of that for nothing, have you?
No.
Absolutely not.
And I feel like with your books as well, it's so important to have a good understanding and be able to see exactly what is going on in your business. Your books are going to tell the story of your business.
Yeah, they are.
So you can see where you're thriving, where, maybe you're not doing so well, where you need to pivot. It really is the foundation of a good business, is knowing your books inside out.
Absolutely. And it is non-negotiable as well. Let's face it. It's non-negotiable at all. And you need financial clarity. So you need to know every single penny that is going in your business and every single penny that is going out. So your earnings and your spendings. So you're not going out on a night out with your business card and you're just going tap, 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 what we've all done, because I've been there and I've done it. You need to be thinking, I need to be using this for business. You're not really going to be able to explain to your accountant as to why you've spent 397 quid in Viaduct on a Saturday night, are you? Don't really cut it. And I'm only saying that because I've had to do it myself.
As well, with the importance, it's also going to help with your tax, being prepared for your taxes.
Yeah. Because everybody hates getting that bill through and thinking, just willy-nilly going along, not realising how much tax you've got to pay, and then bang, you get a tax bill and you're like, holy shit, this is a lot and I weren't really prepared for this.
I feel like I've always been quite good at this in regards to knowing, keeping on top of it. I've got a document that I use that's all singing, all dancing, obviously. Because I like to be organised, but it shows what I'm going to end up paying in tax.
Yes.
Because I add everything onto this spreadsheet.
Yeah.
So then when I get towards the end of the financial year,
you kind of roughly know what you've got to pay in tax.
Yeah. But then I also know that if I spend a bit of money, I can get that figure down.
Right.
Because I'd rather spend it on, I don't know, a training course.
Yes.
Some new brow chairs.
Yeah.
A big stock order. I'd rather spend it on that than give it to Taxman.
Absolutely.
So if you have got all of this worked out, and we're going to go into it in more detail in episode, when it comes towards the end of that tax year, if you're thinking, I've got this big tax bill. Yeah, but if you spend some.
Yeah. And I think it is massively important to be putting some money aside for your tax as well.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people that just go through willy-nilly, spending this money. As soon as it comes in, it goes back out, in, out, in, out. And then nobody's really thinking, oh my God, I might get a tax bill that I've not really got any savings for or anything like that.
Yeah.
So putting some money aside, if you have got an accountant and things like that, and you're unsure about how much money to put aside, maybe ask your accountant roughly, just say, you know, roughly with my books and stuff, what am I looking at? What figure am I looking at to put aside for tax per year? So do be putting that, and just get it to be taken straight out of your bank account and put in somewhere. And if you can't see it coming out, you can't really miss it.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's not like you're physically taking it out and putting it away. If we had to have that physical money in our hands and put it in a box, we'd be like, oh, I don't want to put it in it. But if you're better off just having bit by bit, just coming out, and then it's there, and then you ain't got to panic and worry and think, oh my God, I've got a massive tax bill or whatever. So yeah.
And I feel as well, when you've got like good eyes on your books, it really helps you see like your growth potential. You can see what services, what products, like what is generating you the most income and the most money.
Yeah.
Because then you know that you need to focus on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you've got a service on your menu and you're holding stock in order to perform that service, but looking at your books, you've done 4 in past 6 months. What's the point?
Yeah. Either push it or get it out.
Yeah.
Get your stock sold.
Yeah.
Don't offer it anymore because it's just taking up room. It's all about bringing money in and putting money in your till and in your bank account. So if there is old stock that's sat there, it needs to go. You either need to do something with that training that you've had, or even if it's been quite a lot, because I'm guilty of it. I've done training courses. I'm trained in ridiculous amounts of things. And there is training courses that I can't really tell you what they did on them because I can't really remember because I've trained in that much stuff. So ideally, I know you end up getting like in salon and you're training other things and you get busy and stuff and you don't go back to the treatments that you've been trained in and you think, I could have earned some money from that.
Yeah.
You know, like, so try, especially coming into the new year as well, because you've got this quieter time. For me, February is always like a quieter time. So I think try and reach out to these people if you're wanting to make, you know, if you know you can make a good profit from it, reach out to these people on these training courses and get back into it. Get back into, you know, offering these treatments and earning some money from it, definitely.
But I think some things to avoid, so common mistakes that people make. So mixing personal and business expenses.
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah.
Keep it separate.
They do, don't they? They do.
Gotta keep it separate.
Yeah.
Another one is waiting until end of the month or the year to organise your receipts. This just makes my toes curl.
Yeah.
Who in their right mind is working and living life on this earth like that?
Where are you shoving all them receipts? Like, and then at what point are you then getting out at the end of the year all of them receipts?
Just mental. Crazy.
Wild. Absolutely wild.
Like, you need to just, if you do that, first of all, why? Second of all, we're not attacking you, but there's better ways to work. Like, imagine the thought process. You've got to get yourself, like, you've got to gear yourself up because you've got a year's worth of receipts.
A year.
That you need to date, look, separate them into month, into days, then into, is it stock? Was it like travel? What was it? Like, no.
Yeah.
Why would anybody want to do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
All you can do is just do it as you get going along. Get a big folder with plastic wallets in. Put in the months.
Yeah.
Then have smaller folders inside the months of expenses, stock, travel, and it'd just be so much easier for you just to do it.
And that's why I think, like, go digital if you can. I do a mixture of both. I still have my folder with all my receipts in, because obviously you need your receipts.
Yeah.
But then on my spreadsheet, that's where I also input everything that I spend and everything that comes in. So I can just add it to that on my phone. And it takes me 2 seconds and it's there.
This is a reminder as well, like, if you do things by paper, Jamie likes to do things digital. I like to have something in my hand. I like to see a folder with my receipts in. So what I would do is stuff that I order online, the invoices, I print them off. Takes 2 seconds and you've got it. It's there. Done.
Yeah.
But that's just my way.
I mean, God forbid there were a house fire, because then you wouldn't have anything.
Well,
And the
it'd be on
taxman
my
would be
email.
chasing
It'd be
you.
on my email, wouldn't it?
And then finally, like, not keeping track of cash payments. No, because then you're just going to be thinking, where's this money come from?
Yeah.
Where's this 30 odd quid?
Yeah.
Where the 60 quid here on Saturday? Where's that from?
There's got to be like, and I were guilty of this for a while. You get so busy in salon that when you've got your booking system and you've got your appointment book in front of you or whatever, you don't check people out.
Yes.
You never, and then you think,
I do it all the time.
Well, I don't now. This is a strict policy. It's done. It has got to be done before the end of every day, because it needs to be fresh in his mind to know whether they paid cash or card.
How do you remember it end of day? I can't remember it end of day.
I usually can. I've got quite a good memory. But if I can't remember, the girls in salon can.
Yeah.
So we can visualise it usually. But so we have... so it's got to be done. It usually gets done as we go along.
I try to do it as I check each client out. But sometimes you just don't. I don't know why.
Because it just takes a little bit longer, doesn't it? Yeah. And if you've got another client sat waiting there, you're a bit like, oh, I need to move on. But if when I say at the end of the day, there's probably only like 4 clients left, but we've not checked out. So we can remember quite easy, but it is really important, especially for your figures as well.
Yes.
To be right and to be accurate.
And I think, like, if you've got online booking systems, this again, you can pull reports from that. Mm-hmm. So it's really important that you're checking them out in the correct way, whether they paid cash, card, whatever it was, just so then when you're looking at your figures on your booking system, it's going to match up to what you've put into, like, your books. And then you're not thinking, oh, shit, well, that don't match that. And that's, do you know what I mean? So, but we're going to have a look at some practical steps to start bookkeeping. So this, I feel, will be perfect for anybody who is just coming into the industry or starting out, just going self-employed. And before the haters start, I know I've only been self-employed a couple of months, but I still had to do books before that because I were employed and self-employed. Thank you very much. Yeah. So,
get yourself a business bank account. I feel like this is a must.
Yeah.
This should not even be a thing. It's got to happen. Get yourself a business bank account so you can see that separate what's going on from your business expense wise and your personal expense wise as well. So you don't mix them up either. Makes everything so much easier. You can see exactly what is going in and out of that bank account and, bills, etc. So it is a must.
Yeah. And a lot of businesses, a lot of banks offer free business accounts for like startup or smaller businesses. Yeah. A lot when we were looking to get one for the salon, it's like a monthly what's it called? Like a
transaction.
Like you pay
subscription.
Subscription, I guess. The one that I'm
direct debit.
No, you have to pay like a fee each month for
having right, like a subscription.
Then, the one I had before when I was just working by myself was Monzo, which is free. And that was quite good. That pulled reports and stuff for you. But yeah, definitely have a look at a business bank account because then it just makes ordering your stock, paying for any of your outgoings can go on that card. Yeah. And it's completely separate to like your money in your bank account that's over here.
Same with like credit cards as well. I think like just get one business credit card if you're going to get a business credit card. Yeah. You can pay for training and stuff like that on it, and then have a direct debit coming out of your business account that's paying it back. Yeah. Don't miss those payments because it's bad for your credit, obviously, as everybody knows.
Yeah. So as well to like track your income and expenses. So what you need to track. So it's stuff like revenue from your services. How much are you making from all the different treatments that you offer and that you do? Product sales. Again, some booking systems, I know on mine I can add them onto the system.
Yeah, mine too.
And then when I check them out, Linda's had HG and LVL. She's bought a lash and brow conditioning serum and a brow tech vamp. You can add it all on, it just gives you a total.
Yes.
But again, knowing your product sales, what are you selling, where's that money coming from,
You can usually find out, if you are wanting to know how much you are making from a treatment, you can usually find out from the company that you have trained sometimes.
Yeah.
If not, you can kind of roughly estimate it. See how many, like, in terms of like tints and stuff like that, see roughly how many brow tints you'd get out of a tint tube. You can roughly kind of estimate how much you're earning and how much profit you're earning from that. But like I say, I think HD Brows used to tell you how much.
Yeah, tell you like cost per treatment.
Cost per treatment and stuff like that, yeah.
And then when it comes to your expenses and getting that tax bill down, I don't know if I should still be saying this about getting tax bills down. Am I going to get done?
I think you should stop saying get that tax bill down. No, we all think it's fine. It's a safe place.
So you want to be keeping obviously track of like rent, products, insurance, training, marketing. You've obviously got a lot of like apps and stuff that you can get. And actually when I were looking at business bank accounts, a lot of them come with like 6 months free with some like book software.
Yeah.
Again, it's up to you if you want to take that on, but you've got stuff like QuickBooks or Wave, or if you're a bit old school like me, just a spreadsheet. Like it's there, it'll do it for you. And you need to, like, when it comes to your expenses, record everything.
Everything. We record everything. We go to Starbucks for each other and we record it.
Like,
it gets recorded, everything.
Yeah.
Even if you are sat in Starbucks, actually the person that taught me to do this was Jamie. I would go to Starbucks and do an admin day. What do you spend in Starbucks? If you sat there for a day, 15, 20 quid, whatever. Jamie will like, and they would say to me, do you want a receipt? I'm like, no, I'm all right, thanks. And he will go, what?
no, she does.
Yes, you do want a receipt. And I'm like, why? I'm not going to return this bloody cake pop, love. And he's like, no, you need a receipt because you're claiming it.
It's going on your books as an expense.
And I was thinking, well, why am I claiming that? I'm not really doing anything because it's for work. You sat here having refreshments for work. So we save and record every single thing. Even, you know, when you're going and filling your car up, record it. Get your receipts. You've got to. Because without receipts, you ain't got anything.
Got no proof.
No.
And save your receipts for everything. Like, I've got an accountant now. I still will give him everything. And if it don't get through, it don't get through.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep all of your receipts.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so much. And my advice to you would be, and that's the only reason that I know about a lot of stuff that you can claim, look online.
Yeah.
Like, literally, TikTok,
One of
Instagram, read on HMRC. Like,
some of the girls, one of the girls who used to work for me a few years ago, actually saw a thing online that you can claim for washing your work uniform. She was getting something like 60 quid a year, and I was like, I know it's like hardly anything, but it's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing. So look at things that you can claim for online, because you'd be
60 quid off your tax bill.
You'd be really shocked what you can claim, yeah.
Yeah. And then you want to look at like creating a weekly. Yes, I said weekly.
Yeah.
We like routines around here. We like organisation. And I'm forcing Harriet in 2025 to be organised. It's not going to happen.
I'm just going to employ somebody to be organised for me, like I always do.
So you want to be spending about 30 minutes every week reviewing and logging like all your payments that you've received. I do this daily. At the end of every day when I finish work.
You log how much you've earned that day into your thingy.
Yeah.
But
And
mine does it automatic though?
No, just for me. Like onto my spreadsheet as well.
Right.
For my books. But then in my day-to-day diary, I write in every day what I've earned. And then I'll tot it up.
Because you like to see that number.
I'll tot it up for the end of the week. And then I can see. And if I look back and I think I'm not on track, I need to pull my finger out because I need to get that number up. Do you know what I mean?
I use Timely, and Timely has a graph that shows me when my bad weeks have been and when my good weeks have been.
But do you look at that?
Yeah, I do.
And do you pay attention to it?
I think, that were a bit crap. But it doesn't, no, not necessarily. But
That's
I
why
think
I write it in my diary
figure,
because I'm like...
Not a bad thing to do.
Then I can look back and I can think, right, last week we're good. This week I've done better. Next week, right, that's looking less. I have like, I'm responsible for getting that
For
number
getting that
up,
better, yeah.
and I can see it, so I need to do it. Where if I looked at a graph on my booking system, I'd be like,
Yeah.
But because I can see it as in
As actual
like a
numbers.
money value,
Yeah.
that motivates me. 'Cause money motivates me,
And that's that.
and that's that. So yeah, have a look at your payments that you've received. Anything like outstanding invoices, which, if you're like a standard salon, you're not really, I'd say, going to have like outstanding invoices.
No.
It's more when you get to like a bigger salon, and a lot of the suppliers will let you like order stock on a 30-day payment term and stuff like that, which when you're just like a standard or normal salon size, you don't really work.
Yeah, you
on
don't
stuff
really work
like
to that.
You just pay up front.
Or upcoming bills as
Yeah.
well. Upcoming bills is one that you obviously need to be thinking about, you know, how much money you need to be putting away aside and stuff like that for it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I would say with that as well, so that you don't forget, and you don't just like not
Think,
do
oh,
it.
I'll do it when I'm free.
Book it in like a client. So on your booking system or in your diary, however you work with your clients and book your appointments in, give it a name.
Yeah.
Call it Linda. Do you know what I mean?
Bookkeeping Brenda.
Yeah, bookkeeping Brenda.
Yeah.
She's in every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Don't do it in the morning, because who wants to get up first day back at work on a Tuesday and do books?
She's in every Tuesday at 1 p.m. halfway through the day.
Yeah, you've got up, you've done a couple of clients, you're happy for break,
Yeah.
your brain's switched on.
Let's go.
That's when you've got Brenda in, and you're going to do your bookkeeping.
And you're going to do your bookkeeping, and then you're going to think, when, you know, your clients come after that bookkeeping, am I going to sell you a product because I want my books to be up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can guarantee you'll sell
You'll
it.
sell it.
You'll flog it. You'll find a way to flog a summit and get that cost.
So, we touched on this earlier, but please plan for your taxes early.
Yes.
You don't want to have a tax bill that's going to drop on your doorstep and think, oh, God, that's a lot, and I didn't plan for that.
Yeah.
So you want to be setting aside a percentage of your income, like a 20 or 30%. For your taxes, and try and put it in a separate account if you can.
I do 25. I've always done 25, which obviously I know tax is 20. But I always know by doing 25, I know I'm going to be able to cover it. And then it's almost like a little bonus for myself.
Yeah. If
that
you've not
5%.
got, yeah. If you've not, needed all that, you've got a little bit of a bonus, or you've got a little bit of a run over into the next tax bill or whatever. So hiring maybe like an accountant as well is always a good thing. I know there is a lot of people that don't have accountants.
I've only just started.
To me, it's wild that people don't have accountants, but that's because I've been born into this industry and my mum's always had an accountant. But she does all her own books by hand. So old school. Jamie thinks it's crazy that she does everything by hand, but she literally writes everything down. That's just how she learns. That's how she keeps. Her books are immaculate. They're insane. And she makes her accountant's job very easy, but she still has an accountant for this backup. This almost like, it's like a safety net kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So she relies on him as well to... Actually, she doesn't, because she knows everything about everything. But like for changes that's going on in industry, if you're employing people as well,
like
if you're employing people, they'll obviously know the ins and outs of what is right and what's supposed to be going on.
And this is something that I've done for a couple of years now. When you get you obviously tax year's April, when the new tax year starts. Is it April 4th?
Yes.
Then we've got all from April all the way till end of that year, and then till end of Jan to submit your self-assessment or your tax return and pay your tax bill. Why do people do the tax returns in Jan?
What do you mean?
Just blows my mind. Why are you waiting till January?
Oh, to get everything in?
To submit it. It's just after Christmas. You submit it.
You can
then,
submit it any time.
Yeah, but then you get this big tax bill and you think, shit, it's got to be paid by the end of this month.
Yeah. I've got 30 days to pay it.
I've got 2 weeks to find $2,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why'd you do it to yourselves?
Yeah.
I put mine in April, May.
Yeah.
And then I know my tax bill is X amount, and I've got
Till
from
January.
April, May, all the way till next Jan to pay it.
Yeah.
But so many people wait and do it in Jan.
And then, or just before Christmas.
Yeah.
And then they're thinking, oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you didn't know, which I'm guessing you all do, but
Now you know.
Get it in early, because then you're going to know that figure. And you've got all them months to pull that money together.
Yeah.
And have it ready to pay your tax bill. And if you've got it, just pay it and then it's done.
So there is some tricks, tips and tools that is going to help us with this bookkeeping. I have never heard of any of these.
Have you not?
No. So this research bit was yours. So I have never heard of any of these. So go
apps.
For it. Tell me.
Tell
me
all
all about
technical
them.
in apps. She's like,
I don't know. I don't care.
So you've just got a few like QuickBooks and Dex. So we mentioned some of these before. Obviously, your QuickBooks is an automated bookkeeping and expense tracking with free accounting software for small businesses. And again, a lot of the banks at the minute are doing, like, if you go with them, you get 6 months free QuickBooks.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But then when that ends, it's a subscription.
Right.
So you've got to think, do I need an app that's going to do my expense tracking and my bookkeeping?
Yeah.
Because that's another monthly outgoing.
True. Yeah. It's another subscription that you're paying.
Do I want to spend some time, create a document or a folder, if you want to do it digitally or paper-wise, spend some time, do that, and then you're not paying that monthly subscription.
Yeah.
But if you want the ease, you've obviously got QuickBooks or Wave. And then Dext is great for scanning receipts and organising them directly. So that's just for like keeping track of your receipts, really, not like
that sounds
accounting or like
Yeah.
bookkeeping or anything like that. But that is just for like, again, if you're out buying stuff, you can snap a picture of your receipt so you've got it.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
For them gals and guys that don't want to keep a folder like I do.
Yeah. But, you can automate as much as possible. So, like, you can link your business accounts to apps and stuff like that. Again, it just all depends what route you want to go down. I'm a digital route, but I'm a cheapskate and I don't like spending my money. I like making it. I don't like parting with it. So I wouldn't pay for a monthly subscrition for something to do.
Have the first free month.
Yeah.
And then he'd think, I'm just going to use this app and then I move on to another one.
Yeah, no. I've got my little thing on Excel. It's not fancy. I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
But you can like colour code your categories, like red for expenses, green for your income.
Oh, we want green for that income. Gold. We want gold. Gold for the income. Also, you need to be reviewing your numbers monthly.
Yes.
Definitely. This will help you see where you're taking dips in your business as well. And what, like, because I've noticed that always like November dips for me, October, November dips, and then February dips. This is just consistent. So I've been looking at it for like past 3-4 years. This happens. And I've spoke to other people and they've been like, yeah, same it does. If you're not doing that, then you don't know. And then you sort of like get a bit panicky. I've not been worried. If I've had gaps in my columns, which is very rare, but I've had gaps in my columns in November, I've not been overly stressed about it because I've been like, it's November. It's fine. If you suddenly got gaps in your column and you're not used to it coming, you're not expecting it, you're thinking, shit, what is happening? I am expecting to have a really busy month January. I am going on holiday anyway, but I'm expecting to have a busy month January. February is when I will do my masterclasses and stuff like that and review like my skills and look at like, things that I could better myself on in terms of like training wise, etc. That's when I'll do it because February will be quiet for me. So that'll be when I book my stuff in.
Yeah.
March will start picking up because March is then we're going into spring. So everybody's a little bit like, ooh.
And then it's all back
then
round.
We're all back
again.
round because everybody's going on holiday again.
Yep.
And then we're doing it all again. Yeah.
But some top deductions as well for like anybody in our industry. So like your salon rent or the mortgage if you own the building.
It's got to be your biggest one straight away. You've got to pay that rent, honey. You can't be, getting them all in and then thinking, oh, bloody hell, I'll just not pay this month. It's your biggest one.
Yeah. Professional equipment as well.
Yeah.
Like scissors, brushes, chairs, beds, all that
Lamps,
kind of
everything.
stuff.
Yeah.
Training, qualifications, certifications, anything like that.
Marketing and your website costs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then home office expenses, if applicable. Or like if you work from a home studio, I've got a client, obviously I work from home. I've got a client who does massage and she works from home, and we were talking about like books and tax and stuff like that. And she was like, "Oh, I don't claim." I was like,
What?
"You don't put out through because you use your house?" She was like, "No." I was like, "Are you kidding?"
Well, where would
Electric,
people... I've been for
heating.
loads of massages at people's houses. You do, yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of people do them from home.
Yeah, but she's not because she's doing it from home, like she's just not claimed.
Oh, no.
Do you know, like for a portion of like she'll get internet.
Yeah.
She needs to be able to book people in, check
Yeah.
people out, heating, gas, lecky.
Well,
like,
she needs to be claiming. Hon, I hope you're listening.
Yeah. I was like, well, I was telling her and she was like, really? I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, listen, I'll have a look online.
The biggest thing as well, because I know that like bookkeeping can be boring and you can think, oh God, I can't be asked to do that, because a lot of people, they like to do the physical and the treatment and the good side of it, and nobody sees like the class as boring side of it, like the bookkeeping stuff. But just get it into your mindset that bookkeeping isn't a chore. It's how you pay yourself, grow your business, and protect your future. So please remember that.
Yeah.
It is not a chore.
And I feel like, guys, my advice would be get the boring stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
So figure out how you're going to do your books, how you're going to keep track of them numbers. Because once you've done that, you're done. All you're doing then is inputting numbers.
And making it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
Making it, the more that you keep on top of it, I think, if you're doing it weekly or monthly, the easier it is. Because you're getting more practice in and the less stuff you have to record. So you're just doing it. It's just part of your routine. You're just doing it. If you're leaving it and doing your bookkeeping like every 6 months, you're going to feel like so overwhelmed. Like imagine marking homework as a teacher, right? If you've not marked any homework for like 3-4 months and then you've got to mark homework from every single day from them kids, you're going to think, oh my God, yes to all. Yeah, pass, all, everybody, aren't you? You're going to feel like just overwhelmed. But if you're marking it at the end of every day or you're marking it weekly, you're going to feel on top of it. It's going to be fine. You're going to look more into it and see what you can change and stuff. That's a good analogy.
Well done.
Thanks.
Well done. But yeah, get that process in place because then it kind of does become enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like...
You're like, oh, look how much I earned.
Yeah, like I'll go on and I'll think... You can see the months. Oh, I did spend a bit too much last month.
Yeah.
I'm going to reel it in this month. Or, figures dipped a bit there. Or, I saw more retail this week compared to this time last month.
Oh, I sold most of that product, so I'm going to order more of that product next month.
Yeah. So you can see how your business is growing. If you wait to do your books till end of year, you're just stabbing in dark. You haven't a clue how... your business is doing and how you can grow it and how you can scale it. You're just kind of plodding along.
Yeah.
So
let's get into action with this. Let's start. Let's do it. And we want you to engage with us, and we want to encourage you to share your progress with us on social media. If you don't want to put it out there on social media, just inbox us.
Just drop us a DM.
Drop us a DM.
Let us know how you're getting on.
Or if you're putting anything, you know, WTP Beauty School. Hashtag WTP.
Like that.
Hashtag WTP Beauty School. And let's see all our little students.
Yes.
Because you're going to be graduating after episode 10.
Oh, but I hope that, you know, bookkeeping, like we said, it's not the most like glam and like, oh, but...
You will learn to enjoy it though.
Yeah.
You will when you start to see how much you're earning and you're thinking, wow, yeah. Do you know sometimes as well, you look at the money and think, what am I doing with my money? I'm earning some right money. What the hell am I doing?
Where is it going?
Oh, that's me. That is me.
I know.
You...
I know where every penny of my money is.
I look at my books and I think, shit, I'm earning a lot. Where is it going? Well, that's that.
That's that. We keep track of your money, love. You need to know where it all is.
2025, we're doing it.
But that is the end of our bookkeeping basic episode of What the Pluck's Beauty School. We will be back next week with episode 3, where we're going to be talking about how you guys can confidently set your service prices, all for those treatments and add-ons and everything like that, so that you're not just working hard.
Yeah.
You're working smart.
Yes, we don't want you to work harder, we want you to work smarter.
That's the energy.
That's the energy we're giving.
Yes. So, hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, give us a little mention, a little story, a little post, WTP, Beauty School. Let's get it trending.
Let's get share, it going. Subscribe, do all that shit that you're doing.
Yes.
Go and get your bookkeeping done, and we will join us next week for your second lesson at school, okay?
There's no homework this week, guys.
No homework this week.
Class is out. We'll see you next week.
Bye.